For thousands of years, rivers have shaped human history. The Fertile Crescent, a region of ancient Mesopotamia where the earliest recorded agricultural practices began. Along its banks, numerous ancient cities, including Babylon, Ur, and Uruk, were constructed. The river valley laid the foundation for the later empires of Assyria and Babylon. The Julian stone artifacts and the buried remains of early humans along its banks spread the river's significance over 450,000 years ago. It should come as no surprise that the Bible first mentions the Euphrates River as one of the 4 rivers that came from the Garden of Eden. The Euphrates was a key dividing line between the East and West, influencing major events like wars and invasions, which in turn influenced how people and power were distributed in most of Asia and North Africa. However, the river's significance extends beyond ancient times. Irrigation and transportation both depend on the Euphrates River for their supply of water. The waterway has been progressively evaporating lately, plunging a huge number of individuals into an exceptional dry spell crossing Turkey to Syria and Iraq. This long stream stretch has been the area's essential water hotspot for more than 10,000 years, supporting human civic establishments and permitting them to prosper. The evaporating of the Euphrates isn't totally surprising, as it has been anticipated in a frightening prediction that is by all accounts materializing. In northern Syria, the river is so low that 5 million people may be without water. The majority of the lower portion of the river, mostly in Iraq, has dried up completely. The riverbed is now completely visible, and what was once underwater is now barren land with cracked soil. Because there is no longer a source of irrigation for the crops in areas where the water has dried up, farmlands have become barren and villages have experienced unusually long droughts. As the fish population decreases, so do the fishing economies of those who live near the river. However, fascinating discoveries and historical events have resulted from the Euphrates River's drying up. One significant one is the revelation of the burial place of ruler Gilgamesh, an old leader of Uruk in present-day Iraq. Let's take a look at how the tomb was found and who King Gilgamesh is. To determine who King Gilgamesh is, we must discuss the epic, an ancient Mesopotamian tale about the powerful king of Uruk and his quest for eternal life. But it's more than just a tale of bravery and adventure. The Gilgamesh epic is a scholarly work of art brimming with legendary importance and human inclination. The Gilgamesh epic is composed of several cuneiform texts discovered by archaeologists dating back to 750 BCE. But be careful, this text is nowhere near basic. It's a moderately present-day creation from various halfway messages composed in various dialects and tracked down in different areas across Mesopotamia and Asia Minor. Presently, who was above all else Gilgamesh? The story of Gilgamesh, one of the earliest rulers ever recorded, has captivated people for thousands of years. Gilgamesh was a demigod in ancient Sumerian and Babylonian mythology because he was the son of a goddess and a human king. He was born in the city of Uruk, which is now in Iraq. When he was young, he became the king of the city. Gilgamesh was well known for his extraordinary strength and striking beauty. He had a fierce, admirable, and intimidating spirit, was tall, muscular, and attractive. He was adored by the people of Uruk for his bravery and strong leadership, but they also feared his impulsivity and propensity to act rashly, so they prayed to the gods to teach him how to be a kind and wise king. The divine beings made Enkidu, a wild monster like man who might turn into Gilgamesh's friend and also a guide. They would go on an adventure together that would forever alter their lives. Gilgamesh and Enkidu fought fiercely when they first met, each trying to show how strong and skilled he was. In any case, they before long acknowledged they were uniformly coordinated. What's more, turned out to be quick companions. Gilgamesh and Enkidu embark on an epic journey to defeat Humbaba, a monstrous being. Everyone who knew about Humbaba feared the giant who lived in Lebanon's cedar forest. Gilgamesh and Enkidu drove a gathering of 50 men into the woods, and with the assistance of the god Shamash, they found and crushed Humbaba. Gilgamesh became obsessed with the idea of immortality after Enkidu's death. To locate Utnapishtim, a mortal who had become immortal after surviving a great flood, he set out on a long and perilous journey. Gilgamesh encountered a scorpion man and an alewife along the way, both of whom offered him guidance and offered him advice. Gilgamesh begged the old man to reveal the secret of immortality when he finally reached Utnapishtim. Utnapishtim let Gilgamesh know that everlasting status proved unable to be acquired through actual means, yet rather through the affection and reverence of one's kin. He advised Gilgamesh to return to Uruk and lead a life of wisdom and kindness to ensure the safety and prosperity of his people. Taking this advice to heart, Gilgamesh went back to Uruk and became one of the greatest kings the city had ever seen. He assembled extraordinary walls around the city and administered numerous public works projects that improved life for his kin. He lived on in legend and myth long after his death due to his wisdom, kindness, and strength. A German-led expedition discovered what may have been the entire city of Uruk in 2003, including the famous king's final resting place. Archaeologists used modern technology to read differences in the magnetization of the soil, creating a magnetogram that was then digitally mapped, effectively providing a town plan for Uruk. The epic claims that Gilgamesh was buried in the Euphrates when the river split after his death. Their findings were mind-boggling: Babylonian homes, garden structures, field structures, and a canal system that is so advanced. The most remarkable discovery, according to Jörg Fassbinder of the Munich-based Bavarian Department of Historical Monuments, was the sophisticated canal system. Additionally, the ruins of a structure that might have been used as a burial site were discovered. Could this be Gilgamesh's tomb, as it is portrayed in the Epic of Gilgamesh? Although it appears to be very similar to that described in the epic, Fassbinder was hesitant to confirm the connection, adding that he did not wish to assert with certainty that it was Gilgamesh's grave. However, Gilgamesh's tomb is not the only discovery in the Euphrates. More baffling secrets have been made public. The waterway has uncovered a goldmine of verifiable curios and lost urban communities on account of late dry seasons. 6 distinct civilizations have been revealed by the river's receding waters, each containing distinctive artifacts and treasures. This ancient riverbed is a time capsule of human history, dating from the Sumerian Akkadians to the Islamic era. And there's more. The new dry seasons have likewise uncovered a few lost urban communities, like Talbis in Iraq, concealed for ages underneath the waters of the Haditha Dam. A vast Byzantine burial ground is one of the most fascinating things that the Euphrates River's receding waters have revealed. The site, which had been buried for centuries beneath the lake's surface, is now visible from Wadi Sal al-Khashab on the lake's eastern bank all the way to the administrative border between Raqqa and Aleppo. Archaeologists and historians have been in this remarkable find, which sheds new light on this ancient period. But the Euphrates' receding waters have revealed more than just cities. The historic Haystack Castle in the region of eastern Turkey, which had been buried for decades beneath the lake's surface, is now visible in all its splendor. Guests can now investigate this heavenly palace and wonder about its staggering engineering and extraordinary history. And there's more. Some enormous caverns, which are thought to be the Euphrates tunnels, have also been exposed by the drought. The discovery of these enigmatic tunnels has experts pondering their purpose, a testament to the inventiveness of ancient civilizations. It's hard to believe that these amazing finds were hidden beneath the Euphrates River for so long before it was dammed in 1968, flooding many ancient sites along the river. However, a few artifacts and monuments escaped destruction. Numerous cemeteries and hundreds of Syriac Christian monasteries can also be found along the Euphrates River. Intriguingly, submerged cemeteries can be seen in the western district of Raqqa when the sun shines and the lake water is clear. On the right bank of the lake, some graves have been discovered, but the left bank, with its rocky terrain and difficult digging, is still unexplored. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button right now and watch the next video we've prepared for you.